Okay, let's start by paying homage to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, so last week we finished the past paragraph. So, Chigala Yuga Sutta we are learning. So the past paragraph says Tabi Bhikkhave Buddhiso Mahasamudhi Eka Chigalan Yugan Bekipeya. So the Tabisaka no Kachapo. So Wisa Sadasa Ichina second Omujeya. So Dange Minyata Bhikkhave Abinuko. So this paragraph we finished. Now let's go to the next paragraph. Okay, so to recall the meaning of the past paragraph. In the Great Ocean, so one of the yoke with the single hole also floating, and then at that time, so supposedly in this simile, when the blind turtle also in the ocean, but that blind turtle, so only 100 years only after 100 years, once it appears in the surface of the water. So to happen the accident or the event, so the head of that blind turtle can insert its head into that single hole of that yolk. So to happen such a incident, so it will take long time. So that is why, based on that point, the Buddha asked the question to those monks, what do you think about this case? It is easy or not? Like that simply. So at the time, those monks answer, Karaji Karahaji Digasa Aduno Ijina. Only after a long time, so such a incident can happen rarely. So that is the answer of those monks. And then now the point. So the Buddha want understand those monks is in this paragraph. So today we will learn this paragraph. So now this paragraph is here. Kepa Daran Koso Bhikkhave Kano Kachapo. So Wisa Sadasa Ijayena Sake. So Omojanto Asuka Amusame Ika Chikali Yugi Giwan Bawi Ya. And then Natri Waham Bhikkhave Sake. So we need Bata Gadina Balina Manosatan Watami. So now this paragraph we will learn. Okay, so now to understand this paragraph, so now firstly we will analyze what by what. So firstly in this line, so here Kepa Daran Koso Bhikkhave Kano. Here one bob you see, but we see after that the other not do one Bhikkhave second but Manosatan Watami. So in that sentence here, but we see one bob here Watami one bob. So in this way we may think, but actually main bob is only Watami. Only Watami. So before analyzing, what one also each word. So firstly, to understand Actually, simply we can understand K-bar daran to the Manosatan is one sentence. So Wadami is one sentence. So all of these from the K-bar daran to the Manosatan is the object of the Wadami. So in this way, here, so Wadami. In this way, Wadami. So in this way can be understood. So now the meaning of that one say so Wadami. That means I see that, or commonly I declare that also can be understood. All of these two sentences are object of the that Wadami in this way can be understood. Okay, so now K-bar, so K-bar Daran at the very beginning of a sentence can be understood. So that is why, here two lines. So K-bar Daran, so na second, and then na ba we see, yeah, this is one line. And also this K-bar Daran connected with the, so na K-bar Daran, second, Winibadina Balina Manosatan. So Winibada Gatina Balina Manosatan, na K-bar Daran. Not do you what K-bar Daran. So in this way can be understood. So okay, now so simply to understand, so this sentence can be, and this K-bar daran should be understood twice. So now to understand that point, so sentence structure simply in this way. Okay. So K-bar daran, and then so not do wahan. So not do wahan. Okay, this ahan and the wadami at the very beginning I put already. That is, I would delete it. So not do and then wadami. So in this way can be understood. Not do wadami. So now ahan wadami. So kebadaran koso bakeaway gano getchaba wizards dinak kabiya. And then so here after the not do, so K-bar daran in this way can be not do K-bar daran. So second winibada kadena balina manosatan not do K-bar daran. So K-bar daran in this way can be understood. So now so Hawadami has two objects. Those objects are two sentences, the first sentence and then the second sentence. So in this way can be understood. So now in the first line, okay. So here K-bar in the first line. Okay, now what by what can be so let's try to understand. And also some words of these sentences are also we have already like a so or kano or kachabo wisasa was second omojando. So but we see that one also already only the so winibada kadena balena. So that is why the other one I will delete it. So because these sentences are already analyzed in the previous line. So na dwewa hand. Okay. Na. So dwewa hand. So second also we have already. So winibada kadena balena. So manosat. So okay, wadami at the very beginning. So here, K bar Daran is actually so K bar. So K bar means adjective. So primary adjective. So that means quick or speedy. So swift or quick. But that K bar, so with the dara. So dara means actually comparative. So now, so K bar, dara means so quicker in this way, more quicker. So soon or sooner, more sooner in this way also. Maybe that K bar, quick or soon. So that is why, K bar dara mean quicker or sooner. In this way can be understood sooner. But with the accusative case, as an adverb, so adjective also with the accusative in Pali can be used as an adverb. Quickly, more quickly. So in this way can be more quickly or sooner. In this way also can be understood. So na mean negative. So negative particle. Mean not. We already know that. And then do hand. So it should be divided as do and ewa and the hand, that is sandy wa. And we already know the I. So do me definitely, surely. So but ewa is so just do ewa mean definitely or indeed. So such is definitely. So bakery we already know that. So and second also we already know that. And then we need bada. So we need bada and the gata. So we need bada actually commonly refers to hell. So gada means past participle gone. So gone to hell. In this way can be we need bada and gadina fallen into. So fallen into hell in this way. So the word we need bada. So Winibada actually ruin or destruction or a place of suffering or maybe a state of punishment. So that is synonymous to the abaya, dogati, woeful state. So refers to the needy hell. So that is simply can be understood hell, a woeful state. So instead of saying not only hell, actually woeful state. Okay, for a while. So woeful state is better. Okay. So now we need bada gada going to the woeful state. That is literal sense, but falling into woeful state also. Gada here falling into in this it can be understood. And then balina. So this one is actually instrumental case, but adjective actually. Adjective with the instrumental case. And then balina also, that one is noun form, also instrumental case. Okay, so literal meaning of bala mean foolish, but here noun form foolish one. So bind the foolish one. And also manosatan. So manosatan is actually noun form, but so nominated case. So singular. So that one is connected with the, manosa and the, tata. So manosa means human. So, or human being. But this tata means abstract sense. So state of human being. So in this way can be understood. So now manosata. So human is maybe so human being born as a human or something like that. So human existence or state of man, you see, state of man or state of human being. So actually, in this case, because of this instrumental sense, this one is maybe in this case, not nominated case, accusative case also, being born as maybe one word we need to understand. So, Ukbanan or Ubabanan, Manosat. So yeah, one word we need to be understood, even though not included there. Because no but there. So as a but form. Manosat then Ubaban in this way. That one also nominated case singular. So being born, being reborn, being reborn as a human being. So maybe so in this way can be understood. So now general meaning of the each word we have already. So now the whole line. Okay, now the first line let's try to understand. So this K button is using as an adverb. So for the so here you see so kano ketchapo. So giwan ba we see ya. Giwan ba we see ya. Now, okay, here I say that or I declare that. That so maybe in the previous paragraph also we have already the whole line. So this line. we have already, but this one is question, but now not question. So that blind turtle, so whenever emerging onto surface, so Gano Getchabo, that blind turtle. So Wuzasadina, Ijina, second, Omujando. So whenever emerging onto surface of the ocean once after every 100 years. So now this adverb is more, so quickly insert a word, maybe, yeah, but we say, yeah, would more quickly insert it next, not and yes, it next. Sorry, typo in the previous line also. So it next. So into that yolk with the single hole. So that one is more quickly. More quickly. But here. However, but so it is, so definitely not quicker. Not more quicker, so not quicker. So maybe it is or being born. Yeah. So being reborn. Being reborn as a human being. So by, so a foolish one. So who has so fallen into woeful state. It's definitely not quicker. So that will take long time, more than not quicker. So in this way can be, understood. So that is why, this sentence is a little bit complicated. So actually this K-bar diagram should be understood twice. The first one is connected with the bar we see as an adverb, but as a second time, so using as a here not doer or as an verb is definitely not quicker. So not quicker. It's definitely not quicker. Certainly not quicker. So in this way can be understood. So that means, and also why. So in the next line will be a question. So maybe some, that is why, in the one of the scholar translation here for these two lines. Also, not so clear to understand for that one. One is, so, that one iron turtle might poke, so it's nailed through the hole in that yolk, but in any case, it would be sooner than a fool fallen to the, so under what is reborn as a human being, I say. So here I say, I say that. That is, simply in this way, so can be understood. So the first, so this K-bar Duran is, so erba. To the, but we see the design in translation. So we more quickly insert in this way. But another K button as a predicate or as a but form with this is definitely not quicker together with the not do K button. So that way is better, easy, more easier to understand. So in this case, but So one of the scholars, Bhikkhu Sujata, translated in this way. Several Bhikkhu Bodhi translate in this way. Sooner I say with that blind tate or coming into. So they translate in this way. Here sooner and the then, because that is comparative adjectives. So in this way. So, okay, now finally, even though that blind tate so can more quickly inside it has into that whole, a single whole yolk, even though it appear into the surface of water only once after 100 each after every 100 years, but can be more quickly. However, oppositely that, so when human being so commit evil deed, as a result of that evil deed he committed, he so has fallen into woeful state, being born as a human, as a animal, or as a beta, or as a woeful being, and so on. So for that one, so to be escaped from that woeful state and also to be reborn again as a human being will take too long time than that state of blind tartar to insert its net into such a single whole yolk. So that is why we should uh take care of our human state. So being born as a human, we should value. And also now, while being born as a human being, and so we have a chance to learn teachings of the Buddha and have a chance to follow teachings of the Buddha, guidance of the Buddha, so to attain or to understand rise and fall, Lord, the though mind and matter as a vipassana jnana, insight knowledge. And the truth is that when that insight knowledge mature, so to cut off the though defilements, and then finally to be liberated from the round of rebirth. So we have a chance. So that is why we should practice so in this very life. So in this way, the Buddha also want remind us. So that is in the next line. Why? So those woeful beings are quite difficult to be reborn as a human again. So in this line, reads it in this paragraph. So here, Dankesa hetu na hita bhikkhave atti dhamma jariya, sama jariya, and the kusala kiriya, bonya kiriya. So inya minya khadika ita bhikkhave. So with the D, Dobala Khadika, and then Dankesa Hetu, so Adaitata Bhikkhave Jadona Riya Sijana, so Kadamizan Jadona Riya Sijana, Dokasa Riya Sijaza Biala. So the last we already only the first. This paragraph we need to note that. Okay, so here in this line also Dankesa Hetu. And then Nahita Bhikkhave Ati Dhammajariya, and then here one line. And then so Inya Minya Khadika Ita Bhikkhave. So with the D Dobala Khadika. So with the D Dobala Khadika. So here Dankesa Hetu. Okay. So Dankesa Hetu. So actually dam is so nominative case singular pronoun. So simply that. So Kesa is also interrogative pronoun. But genetic case, singular. That is of what? And the hetu is actually nominative case, singular. So reason. Okay. So maybe literally, so of what? So reason is that. So in this way, of what? Reason is that. So that means why is that? So what is because, so that is because of what? So that is because of what? Maybe so is that, so because of what? Or so why is that? Simply. So to understand, what by what. So why is that? Finally, then, so kesa he to me because of what? Or why? So then, so why is that in this way can be understood? Of what reason? So now, actually, so finally we can understand why is that shortly. But to understand, so literal sense of that one. So, and then here he, nahita, nahita. So in here two lines, so nahita. So hita, na in the ati, na in the ati. Okay, this line. Now, so na, so ati, sorry. So actually nahi, ita, ati. So in this it can be understood. So na ati means there is no. So ita also actually there already. That is a na ati mean is no. So there is no. Maybe so that ita sometimes that also can be changed to the or something. So ita also. So there is no, the meaning of that one. Na ita ati. And then, so Dhamma Jariya is subject of the ati, and the Sama Jariya. So now, so Dhamma Jariya, and then, so Sama Jariya, and then, so Kusala Jariya, and also Kusala Kiriya. Bonya Kiriya. So all of these are actually nominated case, singular. So Kiri Dhamma. So here Dhamma and the so Jariya, feminine gender, Jariya. So practice of Dhamma. So practice of Dhamma, Dhamma practice. And then so Samma Jariya. Also nominated case singular. So Samma means equal, equality. I mean right, righteousness, righteousness. practice of Dhamma, practice of righteousness. So, Samma and the Jariya. Practice of Samma. Samma means, equality simply can be understood. And Kusala Jariya. So, also we already know that, Kusala and Kiriya. So, Kiriya means, so, performing wholesome. So, wholesome deeds. So, Bonya Kiriya. Also, Bonya. Also, performing merits or meritorious deeds. In this way can be. So there is no Dhamma practice. There is no practice of Dhamma. There is no practice of equality. So equal value, the due respect. So practice of due respect. So samajariya, so can be understood. Practice of equality means such a due respect. And then, so kusala kiriya, we already know that performing wholesome deeds, punya kiriya, performing meritorious deeds. As in this way. So there is no. So here, nahi ita. So that's sama dhamma jariya, samajariya, kusala jariya, punya kiriya. So there is now simply meaning of that one is in this way. But now, systematically in Pali, so as a Pali grammar, so this he. So here, question is asking about the reason. That is, and this answer also about, so as the reason can be understood. So that is why, as a, okay, firstly, this one also can be understood. Inya minya kadika ita. So ita also here, after the ita, we should understand the ati. So because in the previous line already, inya minya kadika ita bekawe. So would the D dobla kadika. So would the D dobla kadika. So inya minya kadika ati. So there is inya minya kadika. Inya minya kadika. So kadika eating each other. So inya minya kadika. Okay. Maybe kadika. Kadaka. Another. So eating. So inya minya kadaka. Inya minya kadika. So eating each other. So that is actually Newton now eating. So there is act of eating, maybe. one another. So that is inya minya khadika ati bhikkhave. And then, so Wuddati Dobla Khadika. So Wuddati Dobla Khadika means, so that Wuddati, so it is like a IE, or that Wuddati can be understood in this case. So it happened, yeah, to happen, proceed or happen. Wuddati, so what's Wuddati, and maybe, so that is also, that is, so Dobla Khadika. So Dobla Khadika. So that is and so act of eating. So Dobla me, so weaker one. So a weak one in this way. So that means a stronger one will eat, and a weak one, weaker one. So in this way. So even though the same being, so for example, strong snake eat the weak snakes, or strong, be an animal like a tiger or the other, lion, so eat the other animal like a deer or something. So in this way can be understood. Because of that, so now Dobla Khadika. So Inya Minyan also object of the Khadika. So Dobla also object of the Khadika. So an eating of one another, or an eating of a weak one in this way also. So Inya Minyasa Khadika or Dobla Khadika as a Chatita Bodhisa also can be, understood. Okay, so that is, the literal meaning of those one. But so question is reason. So that is, and this one also as a reason should be understood. So that is, in this case can be understood. So reason is, so then, kaisa he do. So that is question. And then here, so then kaisa he do. And then in the answer sentence here, that one is, he is represent for the, yes ma. So he, yes ma, and then all those lines. So he, yes ma, okay, so he already, that is, he, yes ma, kiriya, and it's inya minya khatika. So after that, the, that's a ma. So after the decimal, we can understand the sense of this line. What is it? Nadriwa Kebataran. So in this way, this structure, the first. So firstly, statement. So statement is in this way. That is the first line. Now Nadriwa, so Nadu Ewa, so Kebataran. Kebataran. So Bakerway, second Winibada Kadina Palina Manosatan. So, and then question is here. So Dankesa Hetu. And then the answer is he, yes ma, and so on. And then here, so that's ma, Nadriwa, Nadu Ewa. So Kebataran in this way, can be understood. So now the meaning of that one. Now with the meaning to understand. Well, Okay. And then here some so maybe the meaning of this line also we already know. So here some is wherefore. So wherefore there is no and Dhamma practice. Sorry. Dhamma practice and eating each other in this way. The meaning of that one. So the meaning of he is like this. And then that sama also should be understood based on that he. So that sama, the meaning of this line is therefore. So therefore, so being born. So therefore being reborn as a human being, so by a foolish one who has fallen into the woeful state is definitely not quicker, not sooner. So take long time. So in this way can be understood. So that is why. So and also why happen in this way? Lankesa hetu. So falling into woeful state. This one is why those being fallen into woeful states. It's because they commit ability. That is, so are they tada because of not being seen. Chadona Ariya Sijana, Four Noble Truths. So Kadamisen, Chadona Ariya Sijana, the Dokasa Ariya Sijasa, Adetada. So because of not seeing, this is because of not understanding that this is noble truth of suffering, because of not seeing, not being realized that this is the origin of suffering and so on. So that is why. So why or when we are being born as a human being, so we should try to realize the Four Noble Truths. So the Buddha also remind us to try to practice to understand or realize the Four Noble Truths. So in this way, that is the point of this sutta. Okay, so now the whole sutta we finish. Okay, is there any question? Okay, so if no more questions, so let's stop here by saying sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you so much, Sarah Phaya. Siki Hotu and good night, Sarah.
Good night.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Welcome. Good night.
Good night, Sayadaw.
Good night.